The rain hammered against the corrugated iron roof of Rourke's office, a relentless percussion that mirrored the throbbing in his jaw. The photograph lay on his desk, a glossy rectangle of deception. Arthur Sterling, grinning like a satisfied devil, stood shoulder to shoulder with Marcus Thorne, a man whose reputation preceded him like a chilling draught. Elena Croft had slipped the photograph across the desk earlier, her face a pale mask of controlled anxiety. "Arthur wouldn't want this getting out, Mr. Rourke," she murmured, her voice tight with suppressed fear. "Marcus, he's not the man you want making enemies." "And why now, Miss Croft?" Rourke had asked, his voice rough. I needed to be sure. About Arthur." Now, staring at the image, Rourke felt the knot of unease tighten in his stomach. Thorne's involvement with Sterling wasn't a secret, not exactly. Rumours had swelled for months, whispers of shady deals and backroom agreements. But a photograph was concrete. It tied Sterling to a man known for his ruthlessness and disregard for the law. His phone buzzed. He picked it up, squinting at the caller ID. "Deluca." He hesitated, then answered. "Rourke," he said. His voice clipped. "Rourke," the voice on the other end crackled, thick with menace. "You've been asking questions. Questions you shouldn't be asking." "You referring to Sterling?" A low chuckle. "Sterling's a powerful man, Rourke. You tread carefully." "He's dead, Deluca. What's he got to fear?" "He's got a lot, Rourke. You digging up things better left buried. Things that could get you hurt. Threats don't scare me, Deluca. Smarter left, aren't you? Just remember, some things are better left undisturbed. For your own good." The line went dead. Rourke slammed the phone down, the anger rising within him. Deluca's veiled threats only fueled his determination. He was close to something, he could feel it. And someone didn't want him to find it. He rose from his chair and walked to the window, watching the rain lash against the neon glow of the Blue Moon Club across the street. He's been there once, a few weeks ago, when Vivian Sterling had insisted on a friendly chat. The memory of her smile, cold and calculating, still lingered in his mind. She had been charming, manipulative, and utterly ruthless. He's certain she knew more than she's let on. He pulled on his coat and hat, the familiar weight comforting against the chill. He needed to talk to Elena Croft again. He needed to understand why she's risked so much to give him this photograph. He found her waiting for him at the entrance to the Blue Moon Club, her face etched with anxiety. "Mr. Rourke," she whispered, her voice barely audible above the rain. "I need to tell you something." "What is it, Miss Croft?" "It's about Vivian," she said, her voice trembling. She wasn't just blackmailed Arthur. She was involved in something much bigger, something dangerous." "What kind of involvement?" "She was smuggling antiquities, for a man called the Collector." Rourke frowned. "The Collector?" He's heard whispers of him, a shadowy figure who controlled a vast network of illicit trade. And Arthur found out. He was going to expose her. That's why she had him killed. Did Deluca know about this? He was her fence. He helped her sell the stolen artifacts. Where's Marcus Thorne fit in? He was providing security, muscle. He works for the Collector. A sudden noise startled them. A man emerged from the storeroom behind the club, his face grim. It was Victor Moretti, a local hood who's been known to admire Vivian Sterling. "Looking for someone, Mr. Rourke?" Moretti asked, his voice laced with menace. "Just passing through," Rourke replied, his hand instinctively reaching for the .38 tucked inside his coat. Moretti's eyes narrowed. "You've been asking a lot of questions. About Vivian." "She's dead, Moretti. There's nothing to ask." "There's always something," Moretti said, taking a step closer. "Some secrets are worth keeping." Suddenly, a shot rang out. Moretti staggered backward, clutching his chest before collapsing onto the wet pavement. Rourke spun around, his eyes searching for the shooter. A figure darted into the shadows, disappearing into the night. Elena Croft gasped, her hand flying to her mouth. "Who was that?" "I don't know," Rourke said, his mind racing. "But I have a feeling we're getting close to the truth. Too close." He knelt beside Moretti, checking for a pulse. Nothing. Moretti was dead, and another piece of the puzzle fell into place. The game had just gotten a whole lot more dangerous. He stood up, his gaze sweeping across the rain-slicked street. "We need to move," he said to Elena. "Now." As they hurried away from the Blue Moon Club, Rourke felt a cold certainty settle in his gut. Someone wanted him silenced, and he had a feeling this was just the beginning. The ducks awaited, and with them, a confrontation he knew he couldn't avoid. The storm raged around them, mirroring the tempest brewing within his soul. The truth was out there, buried beneath layers of deceit and violence, and he was determined to unearth it, no matter the cost.